Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's Karen here, and today I have my part 2 of the art journaling book flip through. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but I think that's what I'm calling it. The first one, which was a few days ago, I did and I showed my two art journals. One is the Strathmore Art Journal, which is a big kind of mixed media book, and the other one is the Dilutions Art Journal. And you can go see that video. I'll link that below and at the end of the video. And those were done in the past couple of years until this January, when I discovered these Joggles art journals. And what I loved about these, and you can see the different sizes that I have here. There's also different shapes that I haven't worked on yet. Somebody asked me if I could do a flip through my art journals, and I thought, what a great idea, but I decided to kind of divide them into two. First, I did the first one, which is the ones that you cannot remove the pages, and then I did this one. So as you can see with these are, it's called a Joggles disc-bound art journal, and the nice thing about it is that you can remove the pages and work flat on them, and that's one of the things that I love the most. You can literally move everything aside. The paper is really thick and can take a lot of mixed media. It's a watercolor paper, and it takes mixed media really well. And once you're done with the page, all you have to do is pop it back in. So I'm going to show you the ones that I've already done so far. I haven't filled all of them yet. There is some that I work with more than others, depending on the size, and you can work with them in any way you like. So I'm going to start with the first one and show you my journals, my art journals so far. Some of them don't have that many on it, but I'm continuing to work on them. And maybe in a couple of years, I'll do another one as well once these are full. So a lot of blank pages, as you can see. But for example, I'll start with the back a little bit. So this is one of the recent ones. And actually, all the ones that I've done here, I've done them since January. So as soon as I got these and I came back from Creativation, I created journals. And you can find all of these. They all have videos on my channel. You can go ahead and just scroll down if there's one that caught your eye and just go see how I created it. And the nice thing about it is because I have videos for all of them, I know the date of when I created them. So I literally should go back and actually add the date to each one, because when 20 years from now, 50 years from now, I won't know when I actually did them. I probably won't remember. Now, the thing with these journals is, as I said, you can take them out and pop them back in. I haven't worked with the back, but there's some really cool effects in the back. Because I use spray, I could go back and just basically add some art journaling here. This is, I think, the first page that I did in the Joggles art journal. And again, I love using sprays because it's such a nice textured paper. So it's really good to use sprays because they kind of act like watercolors. So this is a part of art journaling video that I did as well. And these ones, the butterfly, it's part of this. It's part of Joggles as well. This is the art parts. And you can buy these separately. There's different shapes, and they're made from the same material as the pages. So I've seen people that use these journals, but they only use the one side. So they basically have the book like this, and they just doing it here instead of doing a double page. So I have some journals where I've done double pages and some journals where I haven't. This is another journal. This one I did for a specific person. She asked me to do it for her. Anat Kessler asked me to do it for her VIP room. So that one was done. There's no video on this one for the public, but you can see again the art part here and some other texture as well. This one was recently, oh wait, am I skipping? You see, so I'm kind of skipping pages, and I think I'll go back and do some other things with them as well. This is one of my most recent ones. I actually used the Marabou marble on this one. And if you haven't been to my channel, then you might have not seen any of these videos. But if you have, then these are obviously really familiar to you. But it's just fun to flip through and see what I have done so far. And what I did is I used white paint to paint around them. So I only had that marbleized look in the background, and you can see how I created that as well. And I still have some white pages here left that I could work with. So that's my first journal. Then I have this other journal, and this is a journal that is a 6x9. Now I have two of these. There's two 6x9s. Because of that, I decided to use one of them horizontal and the other one vertically. So I'm going to show you both. So for this one, I did some jelly printing. I used gel plate printing. So that's why you see this on this side. And this is the other side of it. And this was also done in a video. This is with Joggles and Marabou sprays. And I really like how this one turned out. I used a gel plate for that. And I journaled around. And this is also an art part. This is the one with the tree. So I love everything. I love creating and I love just basically enjoying the journey of it. And this is the back. This was an experiment that went wrong. I didn't like how it turned out. So that's why I don't mind it. It's just a page in my art journal. I can flip it through and go to the next one. So it's okay if you make mistakes. Who cares, right? And you just experiment with it. This is another page that I did with some sprays. And also I used some Marabou crayons. And this is also a recent page that I did. So I don't have that many in this one. I kind of have this one very empty, but you see that I still have some of these. You see that these two sides I could still use for something. So it's all up to me what I want to create. I really like all the texture that it created. Now, if you want to see another one, this one I did as a double spread, but for this one I did it as a single spread because I really wanted to create a journal that goes in this direction. And that way I have other possibilities for creativity. So this is one of the first ones. It also uses the Marabou sprays, and it has a video where I use the stencil from Joggles, the wonky houses. So go check it out. It's a really cool video. It's quite interesting, my journey on this one. And this is one of, you see the back is just, I just end up experimenting on it and testing things with it. So that I don't really care that it looks like that. It just looks pretty that it's only on one side. So you have the option to work on both sides or just in one. This is my Frida Kahlo page, also using Marabou sprays, one of my favorite ones. And I used the stencil from the Crafters Workshop. And I used a quote that she had said. And I just really, really love it. It says, "Nothing is absolute. Everything changes. Everything moves. Everything revolves. Everything flies and goes away." Everything flies and goes away. So she was very inspirational to me, and I just really wanted to include her in one of my journals. Again, the back looks really nice, so I don't mind it. This is another journal with the Marabou sprays. I really was inspired with these sprays. They're really, really great. And you can go see these ones. And all the products that I used in these ones are below each video. So you have to go to each video to see which products I used. But I was able to art journal in this one, so I was really happy with some of the results. Here's another one that I created. Very simple. This is one of my quickest journals that I've ever done, but it looks really cool. It uses like a stencil from Joggles, so it's really nice as well. And this one is one that I created with the marbleizing from Marabou, Easy Marble. The background was done with Easy Marble, and then I added more embellishments and more mediums to kind of create this really cool effect. And I journaled around the turtle. So, I mean, again, you can do whatever you want with it. That's up to you. And this one is one of my favorites. I love the texture. It almost looks like a sweater when you look at it. It looks like a knitted sweater because I used lace. And this is a MDF or a chipboard you can use. And I used impasto paints. Now look at the back of this one. It's beautiful. I love the back of them. I'm almost tempted to not do a double layout, but just to do a single one. So this one, I've worked a lot. I actually don't have that many pages left on this one. There's some in the front and maybe a couple in the back. And I love that. Look how pretty this is in the back. So I'm almost thinking that it's sometimes nice to just leave it that way. I don't mind it. And I have a few more pages still to work with. So that's really nice. My last journal with the Joggles is actually also one of my favorites, because it's a 6x6 journal and it's a good size to work with. Now I've seen my friend Vicky who only worked with one side. She basically used just the 6x6 square and left the back blank, the same way I did with my other one. But for me, I started working with two sides And wait, this is the last one. Well, okay, it doesn't matter. This is one of my last videos that I did. This is called Go With The Flow, and it was done with the Kuretake Gansai Tambi watercolors. And this is a Hero Arts fish, koi fish. So one of my favorites. It is 2 resist techniques here, so go check it out. Go check out this video. It's one of the latest ones, right before my 2 journal ones. This is the latest one. So you'll see how I work in 2 pages, but the nice thing is I can take them both apart and put them back in. So that's what's great about these. Next one is this one. Now this one is part of a set of 5 videos. I think this is video number 4. And what I did is I grabbed different types of products and I used the same products for all 5 videos. The only thing I did is I switched the order of which product I was using. So I was having 5 different types of formulas with the same products. All I did is just switch the colors, but I still use the same sprays to give color to the background. But I use modeling paste, I use gel, I use gesso, but the design and the colors changed, but everything else stayed the same. So this is one of them. I'll show you. Oh, this is not one of them. This is a different one. This one was using tapes. There's a video on this one as well. So this is really nice. I really like this one as well. It's very, very strong looking. This is using, I think, the Marabou sprays as well, and there's lots of texture in the background. Here is the first video number 1 of that set of 5. So I guess I don't have them in order. It doesn't really matter. And this is one of the easiest ones, and I love how this turned out. So this is video number 1. The other one, I think, was video number 4. And you see I'm skipping them. I think I'm going to have to fill it in between. We'll see what happens. This is video number 3 of the same set. And let's see. Video number 2 of the same set, Be Brave. And I use this stencil from the Crafters Workshop, and then I actually journaled across the pages. So I really like this one. And I used colors that I don't usually use, which is the reds and the oranges and yellows. And here's another one. This is also part of that video. This is video, I think this is the number 5. This is the last one from that set. And it also used kind of reds and oranges. Again, the effect is differently depending on how you put the formula and how you use everything. And these embellishments are from 49 and Market. So you can go to each one of these videos and you'll find the actual materials for each one listed below each video. So thank you so much. I really appreciate the fact that you come every single time and look at all of my videos. Thank you for taking this journey with me, and I really appreciate every single one of your comments, likes, and subscriptions. So if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends on social media, and just thank you from the bottom of my heart for this journey. And to all of you, thank you so, so much. Bye.